Yo guys, Simon B1471 checking in with another honest gameplay commentary for you, and today guys I just quickly want to talk about, throw a few stats in and stuff, you know, in my old typical fashion of doing my commentaries. Basically, Activision have announced today that Havoc, the first DLC pack for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, they've said it's set to release early next year, which we kind of guessed, but anyway, the pack will come with an all-new weapon, the AE4. It's kind of a direct energy assault rifle, similar to the AM1, but obviously it's got the added benefits of, you know, the movement of an assault rifle. Now, Xbox Season Pass holders, so that's Xbox 360, Xbox One, you're going to be able to receive this weapon on December the 11th. Now, they've not confirmed at a later date if you're going to be able to buy the weapon separately, but all we know at the moment is you have to be a Season Pass holder. So the Xbox guys are going to get it first, you know, that's pretty much, you know, what happens now year in, year out. But what I want to talk about now is that, yeah, it's all nice, you know, having access to the DLC weapons, but over the years, guys, we've seen less in the game, but more DLC, so in theory, we're paying for less. Now, before I get all the haters going, oh, stop talking shit, I love this game, blah, 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 blah. I don't care if you like it or not, really, but facts are facts. Now, in Advanced Warfare, you basically have a limited amount of assault rifles, okay? So, I believe you've got just one, which is the BAL. You know, everybody's using the BAL, you know, day in, day out. You've got the AK-12, which is a fairly decent weapon, the ARX-160, the IMR, and the MK-14, which is just a waste of time. So basically, guys, you've got six assault rifles in Advanced Warfare. Now, if you compare that to Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 had 9 assault rifles, and that's not including any DLC ones they released. And then Black Ops 1, you've also got 9 weapons. Now, obviously the game, you know, doesn't get reduced in price, you know, with the lack of content, but, you know, the point I'm trying to get across, guys, is we are getting less value for money, okay? We're getting less customization. Obviously, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, both of those games had 9 assault rifles, what shipped on day one on the disc, okay? But in then Advanced Warfare, we've got 6 assault rifles, and arguably, you know, you've got one assault rifle, which is way better than anything else, and then you've got the AK-12, which is decent, but other than that, especially the MK-14, are absolutely useless. I know there's all weapon variants in this game, but they don't really mean anything. They just look a bit different, you know. It's kind of the Advanced Warfare and now, or Activision, or just how Call of Duty is going these days. They're basically just concentrating on DLC. Now, I don't mind DLC being in the game. That's not a problem with me, you know. I haven't got a problem whatsoever with DLC. But when you're giving us less to begin with, and then selling on DLC, which in theory should be in the game already because we're getting less year in, year out, that's where I've got a problem. Like I said, there's only 6 assault rifles in this game, yet in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 you've got 9 assault rifles, and that's not even taking into consideration that you've got more SMGs, you know, more machine pistols. In previous Call of Duty titles, you have got a much wider variety of weapons, and that's fact. You can go and look it up yourselves online, guys. I'm not bullshitting, but at the end of the day, you're getting less for your money. Now, secondly, what I want to talk about is that they don't normally release weapon DLC until the actual first map pack comes out. Now, that screams to me that Activision are worried. Activision have probably, you know, had a certain amount of revenue they want to hit from their game at a set date. Now, the reason they've probably released the weapon on December the 11th is that they've not reached the targets, you know, that they've obviously got a figure in mind which they want to achieve, and they haven't. So they thought, okay, how can we make people, you know, buy the actual Season Pass, buy the map packs? And they thought, okay, let's throw a DLC weapon at them. And obviously, if you buy the DLC in UK money, it's 35 quid a pop. So you're paying near enough the amount what you're going to pay for the game. And I just think they're in, well, I think they're in serious trouble. Now, when I say serious trouble, because people are going to come on my video and fucking hate like they do every week anyway, which is fair enough, you know, I've got extreme opinions. I don't sit on the fence like a lot of people do, and I don't praise a game like a lot of people do when the game is shit. It is. It's just awful, guys. But yeah, it's alright, like I've said, having DLC, but at the end of the day, you've got less in the game to begin with. 6 assault rifles. Yeah, in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. And also note, guys, this is on last gen Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. But then on next gen, they can only ship 6 assault rifles in the game, but previously they can do 9 of each. But then they throw DLC weapons at us. You know, you're paying for less. And they're facts, guys, you know. You can come and fucking hate all you want. These are facts. And, yeah, I'm really, guys, I'm just a bit, you know, speechless. How dare they? How fucking dare they give us 6 weapons to begin with? 6 assault rifles to begin with. And then sell us DLC weapons, which should be in the game to begin with. The game has shipped with less weapons, less perks, less equipment, less everything than previous Call of Duties on an older generation of console. I know they still make, you know, Advanced Warfare on 360 PS3, but it's not even Sledgehammer doing it, it's High Noon Studios. You know, so I just don't know how they get away with it. I really don't. They're throwing all this DLC at us, making the weapons look all cool. Oh, look, I've got this weapon. Oh, I've got the Obsidian Steed. This has got like a gold kind of camo finish on it. Woo, wow. You know, what happened to the good old days of where you had a weapon, it was black to begin with, or brown to begin with. You know, got so many headshots, you could put a nice red camo on it, a nice blue camo, or if you did really well, you could have a diamond or even a gold camo. You know what happened to those days where we'd get 9 assault rifles to begin with, you know, where they all felt different, you know, they all suited different playstyles, but yet in this game we get 6 assault rifles which feel very similar. You know, obviously you've got somewhat fire and burst fire, you know, so on and so on, but yeah, guys, you've really only got the AK-12 and the BAL and the HB RA3, which are classed as fully automatic assault rifles, and really, guys, it's just shocking. You know, we're getting less year in, year out, we're getting more DLC, so basically we have to buy the DLC to get what we got previous years for less money. I hope you understand where I'm coming from, guys, because I think it's appalling. It is really appalling. Don't get me wrong, you know, it's good that they put DLC in the game, but guys, we should have 9 weapons in this godforsaken game to begin with, and then they can sell and throw DLC at me, you know, willy-nilly. I don't even give a shit, but yes, when they're, you know, putting DLC into a game when really it should, you know, be in there. You know, like on Black Ops 1, you had the AK-47, you had the STG-44, M14, FAL, FAMAS, Commando, Galil, you know, and then you had some other shit ones what I can't remember off the top of my head, you know, and yet on this game, you've got the BAL and the AK-12, which are the, you know, by far the best 2 assault rifles in the game. You know, what is becoming of this game, guys? You know, and the last thing I want to talk about today, while I've still got some gameplay footage in the background, is that they've been very cagey, Activision, on their sales figures this year. Now, Black Ops 1 got, I think it were about 360 million on day 1. Black Ops 2 did about 500 million. And then Call of Duty Ghost, they didn't even publish figures on that because it sold less. But then they kind of moaned about, oh yeah, it's going from one generation console to the next. But yeah, on Advanced Warfare, guys, they've not even come out with that. They've put out these Call of Duty power stats, you know, trying to make the game look impressive, you know, on what it's done. But really, guys, I tell you this, Activision are secretly struggling. They can throw all the bullshit they want out there online about that, oh, people have boost jumped 32 times to the moon and back, you know? Trust me, guys, if Activision had made a lot of money, they would come out and say, this game has made the most money ever. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. They'd be saying, yeah, record day 1 sales, record week 1 sales, or whatever they could, you know, grab. But guys, they've reverted to giving us stats of where people have boost jumped to the moon 32 times. So that tells you it's in trouble. And if Activision are scratching their head, thinking, God, why are we in trouble? You know, what's happening? Why are people not playing this game? Why are people getting bored? They want to come and see me, because I can tell them straight away it's not rocket science. You know, you're putting less in the game, you're putting more DLC in, you're making us as consumers pay more for less, and you're putting skill-based matchmaking in, and you're trying to make it so that every single time somebody goes into a public lobby, it's like playing ML fucking G. Which, at the end of the day, guys, Call of Duty is all about having fun, relaxing, chilling out. But when you get the same lobby again and again and again, it gets boring. You know, I'm playing 2 or 3 games and then that's it. It's time to switch off and go on FIFA or Grand Theft Auto or something. But years ago, guys, when skill-based matchmaking wasn't in the game, you would have more inconsistency in your games. Like, one game you do incredibly well, the next game you do shit. You know, you've got none of that these days, guys. You've got none of that. And the kill streaks in this game, I don't even want to talk about that. That can go on another video, because all I want you guys to take away from today's video is we are getting less content. We are having to pay more money for content which has been in previous Call of Duty, is what we've not had to pay extra for. So yeah, guys, we're getting less in our games, yet we're expected to pay more just to get what we got on 4 and, well, Call of Duty games what are now 4 years old. So it just shows you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching as always. If you could click like on this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Bye for now.